Welcome to English Lessons Online. In today's lesson, we shall be discussing debate writing. Let's get right into the lesson. What is debate writing? Debate writing is the presentation of your arguments for or against a given topic with the aim of persuading your audience to agree with your own point of view. When you debate, you take a stand and give reasons to support the stand, so that your opinions or views are upheld than other views expressed by your opponents. Just like any other type of essay, debate writing has its own features. Below are the features of debate: title, introduction, body, and conclusion. Let us discuss each of these features in detail. Title. When writing a debate, the title is optional. This implies that the candidate will not be penalized for omitting the title. But if a student chooses to write the title, he or she must indicate the speaker, the occasion, the place, and the date on which the debate is taking place in no particular order. Take note, when you decide to write the title, indicate the speaker, the occasion, the place, and the date on which the debate is taking place in no particular order. Below is an example of a title for a debate. A school debate by Joe Mensah at the Tamale Senior High School Assembly Hall on 13th July 2022. As we can see in this title, we have the occasion, which is a school debate, the speaker, Joe Mensah, the venue, a Tamale Senior High School Assembly Hall, and the date, 13 July 2022. The title is usually written in block capitals and underlined. Introduction. The introduction is the first paragraph of the debate. When writing the introduction, address the audience, declare your stand on the given topic, and give a definition of the key word in your topic and a thesis statement. Now we are going to discuss each of these 3 points in detail. Address of vocatives or audience. The introduction begins with the address of vocatives or audience. The audience must be acknowledged for their presence and anticipated cooperation with the speaker. Here is an example of the address of vocatives: Mr. Chairman, panel of judges, invited guests, co-debaters, ladies and gentlemen. Please let us take note of some few things in the address. The first letters of each principal word in the address must be capitalized. The address should be based on the type of audience present and the kind of occasion being held. This means that the address could change based on the type of audience present and the kind of occasion being held. The address of vocatives is followed by a comma. Also, when addressing the audience, the address must begin from the highest personality to the lowest, and it usually begins with Mr. Chairman or Madam Chair and ends with ladies and gentlemen. Declare your stand. After addressing the vocatives, you have to declare your stand on the motion. Quote the motion or topic and declare whether you support or oppose the motion. For example, I stand in support of the motion that students should not play politics. This is how you should write when you choose to support the motion. Or, I stand to oppose the motion that students should not play politics. This is when you choose to write against the motion. After declaring your stand, define your topic and give a thesis statement. A thesis statement is a sentence that sums up the central point of your debate. The thesis statement should clearly indicate that you are writing for or against the motion. This is a past question. Let's see how we can write an introduction for this question. This is Wassce November 2016, question 4. You are the main speaker in a debate on the topic, brain drain has undermined the development of most African countries. Write your argument for or against the motion. So when you are given a topic, take your time to analyze the topic and know which side you would be able to provide more points. So if you can provide more points for the motion, then you choose to write for the motion. If you can also provide more points against the motion, then you decide to write against the motion. Now let us proceed to write an introduction for this question. Here is an example of an introduction for the question we just read. Mr. Chairman, panel of judges, accurate timekeeper, co-debaters, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. I stand in firm support of the motion, brain drain has undermined the development of most African countries. Brain drain refers to the migration of highly skilled professionals from most developing African countries to developed countries. It is obvious that brain drain is a loss for most African countries like Ghana, Nigeria, Liberia, and so forth. Please take note, this is just to guide us on how to write an introduction. We began our introduction by addressing the vocatives, and then we declared our stand. We went ahead to define brain drain, and then we ended our introduction with a thesis statement. This is how to write an introduction for a debate. The body. When writing the body of a debate, you need to speak for both sides. Irrespective of your stand, you need to speak for both sides. However, you need to emphasize on your stand. Write about the side you don't support first. After that, condemn it strongly with your own side. Write about the side you don't support first. After that, condemn it strongly with your own side. You could also choose to do it the other way around. You could choose to write about the side you support first and then later write about the side you do not support. So if you choose to write about the side you support first, then in your first 3 paragraphs, state 3 arguments that your opponents are likely to use in arguing against you. After stating these arguments, spend much time in subsequent paragraphs to refute your opponent's views strongly by presenting your own points. Remember that debate is a contest of ideas to win the minds of your audience. The only way to win such a contest is to present cogent and convincing points in support of your position. Each point should be used to develop a paragraph, and each paragraph should cover a different idea and contain a topic sentence that clearly explains why the audience should agree with your point of view. It is important to back your points with examples, facts, and illustrations. You could also use rhetorical questions to strengthen your arguments. Address the chairman or chairperson and panel of judges from time to time, especially when advancing strong arguments. There is no room for slangs in debate. Please do not use slangs when writing a debate. Make use of transitional markers, such as to begin with, however, nevertheless, nonetheless, in addition, etc. Now, let us look at the conclusion. To conclude your debate, address your audience again and call on them to support your side of the motion. And then end your debate with "thank you." So this is basically where you re-emphasize your stand and ask your audience to support your stand. Let us take an example of a conclusion. So we are going to use this question as well to write our conclusion. You are the main speaker in a debate on the topic "Brain drain has undermined the development of most African countries." Write your argument for or against the motion. Remember, in our introduction, we wrote for the motion. So in our conclusion, we are also going to write for the motion. An example of the conclusion: Mr. Chairman, panel of judges, accurate timekeeper, co-debaters, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. It is for these reasons I call on you to support the motion "Brain drain has undermined the development of most African countries." Thank you. So we have come to the end of today's lesson. Please, if you have any question, do not hesitate to ask in the comments section. If there is anything you need clarification on, feel free to let us know in the comments section. If this video has been helpful to you, like the video and subscribe to the channel if you have not done so. Remember to share the video with your friends so that they can also benefit from it. See you in our next lesson. Bye.